you didn't set a conditions and standards to what I have to do and wear.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to wear all burgundy to this wedding.
It was
I'm
like
going to dye myself in burgundy.
when they did the ROTC thing, and they're like, so for the white shirt, can it be like an off-white, or does that have to be like white? And Aaron's just sitting there like a white button-down shirt, no buttons on the collar. Okay, so I have a shirt that had button on the collar. Is that going to be okay? No.
Thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. Number 5. I'm Matty Light, joined my co-host Matty J.
I thought that was not a good story to start us off on.
No, it was but it kind of adds into the fact that I'm going to be missing all the college football games this week because I have a wedding to go to. This is what, 85 now?
Is there at least a free bar at the reception?
I hope so.
Oh, you don't even know.
Dude, I'm going to have my AirPods, put one in.
Are you going to do like the move just in case we're like, hey, the place says you can't bring outside booze. Cool. You keep it in your car and you're like, I got to go tie my shoe or something.
I got to go tie my shoe. I'll be outside
for 15, 30 minutes. I'll be right back.
I got the TV in the back of the car. All the guys are out there with a bunch of lawn chairs.
No, it's just one dude on their phone and everyone's just around the phone.
It's like the Marshall from How I Met Your Mother. And he's like, you got the Vikes game going? And everybody's like, But yeah, number 85, we got.
I think this last week was better football than this upcoming week. So, I mean,
yeah,
you're gonna miss some good games.
Good games.
I think this last week was definitely better.
Yeah. We got covering week 4, going over everything that in college football, going to week 5. The AP poll is still trash.
Going week 5 into week 6.
Yeah, sorry, week 5 into week 6. I was thinking NFL, whatever. Then we got our NFL week 4 going into week 5, our fantasy as well, and how my abysmal team is raw-dogging me.
That's everybody, dude. Here's the thing. I had myself like a pretty decent game, but the person I had going against me had Ashton Genty, who by himself scored like 40 people.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, yeah, we ain't winning this one.
We ain't winning this one, bud. So, first off, a big one that we told you guys to watch, Florida State, Virginia.
I don't think we
covered that. Or was it TCU, Arizona State?
TCU, Arizona. We did not talk about Florida State, Virginia. So, definitely the biggest upset of the week.
Yeah. Florida State, Virginia. Florida State went into Virginia and lost in overtime. A dude got trampled. One of the Florida State players got trampled. Yeah. And a bunch of coaches spoke out about that as well.
I think they said it was the fastest recorded fan storming. Like,
dude, it was like
blow the whistle.
Yeah, like the ball had just landed on the ground, and you can see like the first 3 people sprint. If they were testing their reaction time, God tier.
Yeah.
God tier reaction time.
So I'm hoping at least that one Virginia guy that caught the ball, he at least kind of like, because I think there was 2 Virginia guys near the Florida State player. Hopefully they kind of got around him like, hey.
I think that was the dude that got trampled.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's who it was. It could have been someone else. From what I heard, though, I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing initial reports, he died. I'm like,
no,
what? Saw one report that said he died. I'm like, what? Why is not more people talking about this? And then I just saw the rest of them like in critical condition, in the hospital. I'm like, okay, cool. He's not dead.
Yeah. I am surprised that Florida State is still ranked. I believe they're just outside of the top 10 after losing this game.
I think it just goes to show that these AP voters are not watching the game at all.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I wasn't going to watch this game.
They see an OT loss and just be like, yeah, let's call them 12.
Yeah. And like, I was watching the TCU Arizona game and I was like, okay. And then I was like, let me just throw on the multi-view. Like, I see that there's a couple other teams playing. And I saw that I think they were tied going in. Like, I think Florida State was they tied it up or Virginia tied it up in the 4th. And I was like, oh my God. And then, yeah, the fucking.
This is going to happen.
And then I watched it in overtime. I was like, I cannot believe it. And then, yeah, I honestly busted my ass laughing when I saw how fast the fans ran up to the field. Because earlier that day, me and Josh, we were watching a compilation on YouTube of fans storming the field, and they have to get called back off the field.
Yeah.
I think
because like a penalty happened or something like that.
So I was watching that. I was just kind of hoping that something would happen.
Yeah. Just so they all have to get back up in the stands. One that actually kind of surprised me, Houston, Oregon State, was a lot closer
than it was.
In overtime as well, 27-24. I remember telling you Ohio State, Washington, watch out for that game, and how everybody else was talking about it too. In that first quarter, definitely made it seem like, oh shit.
First half you're sitting there like, okay, 3-7.
Yeah. And then just second half did not. They made the right corrections going in the second half, and it was just all Ohio State after that. I think Washington had one good drive after that where they scored 3. They got a field goal, and that was it. The big game everybody's talking about, Oregon, Penn State, number 6 Oregon, number 3 Penn State, 30-24, going into overtime. I watched that game, and I was just like sitting there, man, I really hope Penn State pulls this off. Because like I picked Penn State.
I picked Oregon, and I was sitting there like whenever, because in the first half I felt good, but then down that stretch, man, they're fucking.
Because it definitely was back. Like that first half, I'm like, fuck, Oregon's going to take this. Like they just look like the better team.
And dude, that wideout, I told you, it was not a factor.
Yeah.
Like I think they only had one false start because of crowd noise.
Yeah.
The entire game. Like the more I heard of the fans was when they were saying fuck Drew Aller and fire Coach Franklin. Like those were the only times I heard Penn State get loud. And I was like, Dan Lanning's gonna make that just a non-factor.
One thing I forgot though was about how Coach Franklin was talking all this shit on Dan Lanning. Like I heard the comments where he closes a fridge door with his hip, and he said, and I'm just like, that's just some petty fucking.
I don't know if that was real. I think that was.
I don't know.
I think it's fake. Yeah. But Moore did really well. Dante
Moore, and he jumped up to leader in the Heisman. Leading the Heisman since Mateer's out for a month or so.
Yeah.
I'd love to see where Rocco Beck falls on that list.
He's not even in the.
Really?
No. I looked earlier.
Damn. What about Dylan Raiola? Nothing. Damn, and Dylan Raiola has impressive numbers too.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of other candidates out there. Yeah. I mean, because I looked earlier when I was making my picks for this next week. Yeah, I mean, Drew Atler is still on that list. He's at the very bottom of the list, but yeah, he's there.
LSU, Ole Miss. We said we both liked Ole Miss on that one, and we ended up.
Yep, I picked Ole Miss on that one.
LSU showed us that they couldn't get that offense going.
Something I didn't know. I didn't realize that their quarterback was a second stringer.
Yeah,
and then he
also came from
FCS
D2,
school.
A D2 school, and won a championship there. Came in
23 for 39, 314 yards.
Chambliss?
Yeah. One touchdown, one INT. This is his third 300 game in a row since taking over.
Jesus. Wow. 3 300-yard games? I'm surprised he's not. He's sitting on the Heisman.
He's on the list.
Okay.
Yeah. The penalties it was 14 penalties for 109 yards, but they still came away with a win. So if you're Ole Miss, you're kind of like, hey, man, we got to clean up some of these penalties that we got going on here.
Did you see the Whit Weeks throw up on the field?
Yes. And try to catch it in his hand.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, why would
somebody
you do
said
that?
It looked like his mouth guard fell out, and he was trying to catch that, and then throw up followed the mouth guard.
Don't care, man. Let that shit go.
Yeah. Another funny. Whit Weeks is dating
the coach's daughter. Ole Miss's, yeah.
And I'm just like, imagine if he invited him over for dinner like the night before.
And then he spiked him.
Yeah. He's just like, all right, dog. What are your true intentions with my daughter?
Yeah.
Like, did the whole dad thing. Bama, Georgia. Bama came away 24-21. Georgia showed some signs of hope in the second half, but it quickly died off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ty Simpson, he's another one of those cats that's really high on the Heisman poll right now.
And, like, the one thing that disappoints me, though, is that, like, there was no points scored by Bama in the second half. Yeah, they took the lead pretty handily in the first half, but there was absolutely nothing that happened in the second.
My problem that I had with Georgia is they were just awful on third down. They were, what was it? I had it written down here. Was it 2 for 8 or 3 for 8? Or yeah,
I think it was 2 for
8 on third downs. So that's
that's what killed them. 100%.
And especially like when it came to that fourth quarter, like you had the opportunity to get them off the field, and then you had that one guy, Goldberg spear, for no reason to extend their drive. Yeah, it made no sense to me. And then I think, so this is the third quarter. It's a missed field goal by Alabama, touchdown by Georgia. Alabama goes on downs. Georgia punt. Alabama punt, Georgia downs, Alabama punt, Georgia punt, and then Alabama just drained the clock. So you gotta be more productive in that second half. I mean, they got at least one touchdown, and they were able to get a missed field goal opportunity off of Alabama. But
Indiana, Iowa.
That was the 33-game home winning streak that they broke.
Yeah, damn. And I mean, that game is a lot closer. I didn't watch that one. I'm going to be honest with you, but like just looking at the box score and everything.
Georgia, Bama.
No, sorry, Indiana, Iowa.
Yeah, it was a closer game, especially how I'm surprised how Indiana did versus USC.
Yeah,
and
then they mopped the floor. What did we say? It was like 53-point difference or 59?
Yeah, 63 to 10 or 63 to 13. I believe is what the final score was. And I mean, we're not even there yet. But Illinois avenged not against, but they came back on.
They came back. But yeah, that one was just a whole lot closer. I did skip over Auburn A&M, but just because it's another one of those games I just didn't watch. Was Auburn A&M? I don't know if you have any notes on them.
Yeah, so I picked Auburn to win.
I think I picked A&M.
I didn't have what you had picked.
Yeah,
and I can't remember who. I think this is for Auburn, but they were 0-13 on third down. They were 0-2 on fourth down. They had 177 total yards and 5 sacks and 6 tackles for losses. So, yeah, it was just no offensive.
Nothing going for them on offense. Just all A&M.
Check that. I might have mixed up my notes.
If you need me to go on
just go into team stats real quick. Go up and then team stats. Because I thought that's what. Yeah. Okay. So just abysmal on third and fourth down.
Yeah.
Like 0-13.
Oh Jesus!
Right. I don't think I've ever seen a team go 0-13 on third down percentage. Yeah. But I mean,
they got 9 first downs. That's how they drove the ball down the field twice. That whole game. Arizona, Iowa State.
Did not watch. I was watching.
I love that game. We looked fantastic. Rocco Beck was throwing the ball well.
I got a question. Why did they go for 2 points in the first score they had?
So they have that new rookie kicker, and they're not fully 100% all about him. And they pretty much just threw out this formation just to see how they lined up. And when they saw that they put more people on the center, they're like, go for 2.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened.
Because when I was checking on the game, I saw 8-0, and I was like, they go for it on fucking...
Yeah.
Or did they go for a 2-point conversion?
Yeah, literally the first
drive. And I was like, fucking why? Why would you do that?
So, yeah, it's the new kicker. And also they just kind of did something because they knew whatever teams they're going up against are going to be playing a little bit differently. So if they show a different look off the rip, they did that. They did that move where they have the whole line set up off to the left with just a center and the long snapper, holder, and kicker, and then had everybody else over there. And they put more people on the long long snapper in the holder.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, fuck this. Send it over to the other dude and just let him run it on it. I was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I was sitting there like, the fuck's going on? Yeah, Rocco Beck, 243, 14 for 20. He did have one interception. It was like one of those like tip ones where like it went through one guy's hands.
That's a big problem in Iowa State right now.
Yeah, it's just the receiver's hands. So well though, he had a huge catch down the line. It was like a 30, 40-yard catch or some shit like that. It was fantastic. I'm like, we're finally getting people that can catch. It's not as consistent as it was last year, but it's getting better. It was better than last week, and Rocco Beck was more on the money with all of his throws compared to last year. The one problem is, though, is that Rocco Beck lost his streak of 22. He was the only quarterback with 22 games in a row with a touchdown or passing touchdown.
Huh.
Yeah, he had 3 rushing touchdowns that game. So he ended up losing his streak, but
he probably doesn't even.
No.
He probably didn't even know that was a thing.
He could, maybe not, but
Probably after the game, but he's
Yeah.
not like, all right, guys, I need to get this passing touchdown in.
I was sitting there like, let's keep the streak going. But it's like, I know we're up 39-14. Let's get Rocco Beck a passing touchdown.
Now, 2 games I wish I watched a little bit was Tennessee, Mississippi State, and Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, because those are both closer than
Yeah.
I think either one of the ranked teams would want them to be close.
Yeah. And I told you, too, is just Mississippi State has a chance to take Tennessee. And you were like, no. I think Joey Aguilar.
I was still right.
You were right.
Yeah, I
but
was still right.
It's still winning the overtime. And there's still a chance. Then Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, I was like, the fuck's going to happen? What's going on? I was sitting there seeing on the side. I'm like,
that must have been a trap game for
100%
Georgia Tech there.
I'm curious.
I was told that. Did you see Josh Pate's video about Wake Forest honestly getting cheated by that game?
Yeah. What was it? The
guy jumped off sides.
Yeah, guy jumped off sides.
And then they just kind of, they thought it was a free play.
Free play, sent it. And like, they did everything right. Tossed the ball downfield. Nothing happened. But yeah, Virginia Tech is the next game. So maybe there was like, all right, cool. We're looking ahead to next week. Got Virginia Tech. And then fell into the trap game. Utah State, Vanderbilt won.
Yeah.
USC, Illinois.
Yeah, that game.
Game.
Altmaier, he definitely wanted to turn some stuff around. He went 20 for 26, 328 yards, 2 TDs. He had 1 reception touchdown. They ran the old Philly special. It was passed from.
Didn't he have a passing touchdown, receiving touchdown, and a rushing touchdown?
Yeah, he was 31 carries for 7 or 97 or 7 some amount of yards. And then he had a rushing touchdown, and then he also had a fumble. But
yeah,
we're
not going to talk
about positives.
Talk about the positives here.
I
remember watching that game, and I was just like, the score looks closer than what it felt like. I was like, this is an Illinois game. Through and through.
I'm a little peeved that USC got taken off the AP polls.
Yeah.
Because everyone was kind of high on them. They got their first loss. Close loss. I think it came down to a field goal. I think USC missed a field goal at the end of the game.
They did.
Yeah. So
and then you get kicked off. It's these AP voters are just trash. Like, how does Notre Dame start the season 0-2 and not get kicked off the AP poll?
I mean, CJ Carr did have himself a game.
He did.
They got that Arkansas coach fired afterwards. Defense had 2 takeaways, and then they held Arkansas. Let me see here. Yeah, I think it was field goal, fumble, down, INT.
Yeah. And I remember, too, it's just like the big conversation for Notre Dame is just like, yeah, they can run the ball well, but CJ Carr, has he proved his arm? BYU beat Colorado 24-21.
It was a closer game than I thought. And in the first quarter, they were looking pretty dominant. I think they scored on their first 2 drives, and then I went to bed.
Yeah.
And then I went
to bed right when that game was starting because I waited for, what was it, Penn State, Oregon, or Oregon, Penn State to finish up. And I'm like, yes, babe, we can go to bed now.
Yeah. Well, because I thought, I was like, all right, BYU's going to win this game. And then I saw, and I was, even when they got those first 2 touchdowns, I was like, I'll see it in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure they're going to come away with a win here.
Kansas State got another win over UCF.
Mm-hmm. Well, UCS, their quarterback, he went out.
Oh.
Yeah, because that was a game I was previewing last week, and I didn't make any notes because I was like, well, they had some another QB come in, which I know is an excuse because there's other teams that have their second string QB going, and Ole Miss.
Hey, yo,
doing
Memphis,
really well.
55 points. Granted over Florida Atlantic, but still.
I didn't have any more notes after.
Yep, nothing else. Huh. You could talk about South Carolina, Kentucky. Other than I didn't watch the game.
I didn't watch the game either.
Other than South Carolina won 35-13. So at least they're showing some turnaround. So for the AP poll, Ohio State still at number 1.
Which I don't like because the only ranked win they have is over Texas.
Yeah.
And they've kind of done very little notoriety-wise. Mm-hmm. Like, they beat Washington.
Outside of that Washington game, they haven't really done much.
No. Except the Texas. I mean, open up the season, start beating Texas. Great.
Yeah.
After that, it's like, all right, so who we know been playing?
Just the Incredibles kid. So do something.
Yeah. Something amazing, I guess. But Oregon being number 2, I'm like, all right, if I can't have Oregon be number 1, they can be number 2.
Miami dropping down to number 3. I get it. Oregon did beat a top 5 team, so it makes sense on why they jump up to number 2, while Miami drops 1. Ole Miss jumps up to number 4. They jumped up 9, which I'm okay with. Oklahoma jumping up 2. Yeah, I'm okay with as well. Texas A&M jumping up. Agree with Penn State dropping down to 7.
I get it.
Out of the top 12.
I don't like. Here's the thing.
That's my compromise on it. It's just like,
would you have Texas still be over them?
No.
And the other thing is like, all right, we're gonna drop Georgia that far down.
Yeah.
And I mean, only bring up Alabama to that 10th spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would say hey, we gotta. There are some teams where it's like you're getting the names right.
Yeah.
You're putting them in the wrong spots.
Oh, 100%. The Josh Pate thing, where just Iowa State, Vanderbilt, and what was it, Georgia Tech, all have done better. Have faced Power 4 teams and won over Power 4 and ranked teams.
Sure.
But they woke up in the wrong jersey. They're not a Georgia. They're not a Bama.
I'm happy with Arizona State being 25.
I am too.
Hey, TCU was only 24.
Yep. I get that one. Who sneaks in?
Who was previously 25?
I think that was
that BYU?
Yes.
Yeah, it was BYU. Yeah. So them jumping up a little bit.
Texas Tech at 11. Sorry, I missed. Indiana at 8.
Yeah.
Texas at 9.
And again,
Bama 10.
Who have they played?
Yeah, who have they played? 11 Texas Tech. 12 Georgia.
Honestly, I would drop LSU farther. I feel like they're top 15 just because of name recognition, but they're not playing well.
No, they aren't.
They're getting wins, but when you're watching those wins, they're
dirty.
Yeah, they're dirty wins, and then you're like, man, y'all kind of play like shit.
Yeah.
And then when the press talks about it,
you're just like, who cares?
Yeah, we're winning games. Well,
we're winning games. And I was like, dog, there's some concerns. If we get down there in November, December, and you're still just barely scratching by, come playoff time, are you going to be able to keep on doing this? I doubt it. Because your team's probably beat the shit at this point. Iowa State at 14, they didn't move, which I think is a travesty. I think at least top 12 or number 12.
The problem there's a whole bunch of names.
Name recognition.
In front of you that they have done more.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine putting. The only thing I could really see is you move LSU somewhere else, and then you give Iowa State that 13th spot. Because I couldn't really sit here with a straight face and tell you that Iowa State deserves to be anywhere different than the first, 1 through 12. Like, they're not better than either one of them, any of those teams out there.
Tennessee 15, Vandy 16, Georgia Tech 17. I get why they dropped one though, just because that was such a close win for them. Florida State dropped 10.
Yeah. Well, when you lose to an unranked team, I mean they're honestly kind of lucky to be in here.
They're still. I've seen other teams lose to unranked teams, and they're like, out. And they were like number 10, number 11, and they're just done.
All right, try to get back in here next week.
Yep. Missouri 19, Michigan 20. I get it. They're on a bye. They drop one. Notre Dame 21. Don't understand why they jump up. Illinois 22, BYU 23, Virginia 24, and then Arizona State 25.
I honestly didn't have a ton of games that I have made predictions for. There was just not a lot of games this week that really excited me.
Kentucky, Georgia. Georgia.
Picking Georgia, yeah.
Iowa State, Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't know if the odds have changed, but right now
Cincinnati's the favorite.
They are the favorite,
but it's a pick'ems with a 1.5 spread.
ESPN, they have their match predictors. They are predicting Iowa State's winning.
Yeah.
I'm honestly leaning Cincinnati on this one.
My thing is as long as we can contain their quarterback.
I think you two teams are so similar. You guys have like a really dominant nose tackle because you have Big Citrus. They have the Godfather.
Oh, yeah. I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah, Caleon or
Sirianni or
some Sirianni or something. Yeah. They call him the Godfather. I think the quarterback play is very similar. I think Sorsby runs a lot more.
Better, yeah.
But right now he's 74 for 107, 10 touchdowns, 1 INT. 35 carries for 227 yards and 4 touchdowns. So I think he's one of those players that
you have to leave a spy on him.
Yeah, 100%. And just the way that you guys' wide receivers are playing right now, that's like a big thing. I'm not really worried about either side's doing penalties or anything like that. The run game on both sides is pretty similar. Yep. I'll lean maybe a little bit more to Iowa State with just straight running backs, but when just run game all around, I think Cincinnati has better. Whereas
just because their quarterback
and the
can't put in their legs, it's not like how Iowa State has 2 dominant running backs. They have 2 dominant running backs, but one of them can also throw the ball fucking 50 yards.
Yeah. And I think right now Cincinnati has only turned the ball over 1 time. Yeah.
I'm expecting an Iowa State win.
Sorry, just like they're plus minus. I think they're minus. Or either +1 or a -1.
I'm still leaning my Cyclones. I have to. I am kind of glad this is an 11 o'clock game. I could probably get in it just before the wedding starts.
Yeah.
Get heated and then upset.
Mad and, hey, I can't find my seat. Fuck, you got to figure it out, dude. They're fucking not.
Find your shit.
They're fucking finding holes in our fucking cover, too. And I'm sitting here trying to tell you how to find your seats.
Everyone sit down.
Yeah.
Right here, room here. Figure it out.
Yeah. Other than that, don't care.
Don't give a shit.
Why are you still talking to me? Go. Walk.
Go. What is it? Oh, fuck. Happy Gilmore, the nurse dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in my world now.
Well, fucking Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller. Yeah. Wisconsin, Michigan. Michigan, easy pick on that one. Clemson, North Carolina.
Next game I picked was Vandy and Bama. That's where I was like, oh, that's going to be a fucking...
You could do Texas, Florida, but that's a dying animal in Florida against a hurt Arch Manning.
Yeah, that was one I was like, I'm not going to...
If you want to. But Vandy, Bama, I'm definitely missing this game.
Yeah. Right now, Vandy is the underdog plus 340. Bama is the favorite minus 450. Fabio right now, he's tied for 6th in the Heisman race right now, and I think he's been really good. 94 for 126, 3 touchdowns. for over 1,200 yards. He's also he carries 48 for 2 touchdowns and over 300 yards there. Ty Simpson, though, he jumped up to the number 2 spot for the Heisman votes, or the betting, the favorites. And he is 88 for 127, 11 touchdowns, and just over that 1,100-yard mark. I'm leaning Vandy. I
like Vandy too.
I think Bama did well versus Georgia for 3 quarters.
But this 10.5 spread.
Yeah, I'm also kind of.
I think that's too much. I think it's closer to a pick'ems than people would want to admit.
Well, that's the thing. Like and if you look at the ESPN matchmakers, I think they have it like 75 Bama, 25 Vandy. So I'm leaning. That's my biggest underdog I'm taking this week is I'm leaning Vandy.
And I think a lot of people are going to take Vandy for the underdog.
Obviously, picking Nebraska. The spread is 11.5. I'm picking Nebraska for the money line for the win. But honestly, seeing how Michigan State's been playing, I'm going to pick them to get the spread at least on this one.
Yeah.
Because 11.5, like, Nebraska's good, but Michigan State has honestly have not been, like, the biggest slouches right now.
Now,
Michigan State's
looked good.
Yeah. If Nebraska lost Michigan State, I would eat my gun. But
you're calling me like, hey, man, you got to do this shit solo.
I mean, Bill Rail is playing his fucking ass off right now. So I'm obviously leaning Nebraska, but I'd pick Michigan to maybe cover that spread.
You got to know that they've been sitting through this bye week just ready to fucking tear apart. Yeah. Texas Tech, Houston potentially could be a big one. They're both 4-0 in the Big 12.
4-0.
I'm still going to lean Texas Tech on that one.
I didn't even see this game when I was first doing it. I'm honestly going to lean Texas Tech too, though.
But I think just kind of like how what you said about Michigan State covering the spread.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same thing's going to happen.
Yeah, here 11.5.
Yeah. Miami, Florida State.
Miami, Carson Beck. He's number 4 in the Heisman.
Yeah, and I'm liking Miami.
I'm taking Miami, especially like after seeing FSU lose to Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
now they could come back with a vengeance, just like what everybody always talks about. So it's one of those things where, like, I had to think about it, but I think it's just that Virginia loss is what's killing me and making me pick Miami on this one.
Now, it's going to be in Tuscaloosa, so I don't know how much, if Carson Beck can shut up the noise, the chop. But I'm going Miami on this
one. Mississippi State, Texas A&M. If it was at home for Mississippi State, I could potentially see an upset there. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a Texas A&M.
No, I'm going Texas A&M for that one all the way.
UCF over Kansas, easy.
I mean, maybe. I don't know how hurt that quarterback is.
Jalen Daniels is 16 touchdowns.
Yeah, dude.
And 2 interceptions. Holy fuck.
Like, that's the guy, he's playing his fucking ass off.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you are right. There weren't a whole lot of games to watch this week.
Mm-hmm. So you're lucking out.
I am lucking out. I'm just going to be potentially missing at least the fourth quarter of the Iowa State-Cincinnati game.
Where it could potentially become down to the line.
And I'm sitting there like...
What time does all the festivities start?
I think it starts at like 3:30. So it's like, right around when the fourth quarter starts.
Yeah. Like... It's going to be all rides, and then your phone's going to be and you're just like, I can go through it. I can ignore it. I can ignore it.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I think I need to use the restroom. Just control yourself. Like,
all right, going into football, we're going to quickly go over our picks and then talk about the actual games themselves.
Yeah, you had a shit week.
I had a terrible week.
You lost all of our splits.
Mm-hmm. We both were right on the Seahawks. We're both wrong on Vikings and Commanders.
Yep.
We were right on the Bills, Lions, and Pats.
Did you say the Commanders?
Yeah.
I did not hear you say the Commanders.
Yep.
Okay.
We were both wrong on the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm ready to give that guy his flowers.
I was wrong for picking the Bucks, but Baker Mayfield had a chance.
He had a chance.
He had a chance.
And dude, don't get me wrong. It broke my heart to not pick Bucks.
Yeah,
I really wanted to. Man, I was just like,
you kind of bring yourself to do it.
Good not.
Eagles ended up winning that one. We're both right on the Texans, even though it was a very slow start.
Snoozer, man.
Snoozer. I was wrong on the Colts.
That one was honestly probably closer than I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, damn, is Matt like pacing in his living room right now?
No, because all the big plays got called back. So we were really happy about that.
49ers, Jags. I was wrong on the 49ers, you had the Jags. We're both wrong on the Ravens. Devastating.
Yeah.
Dude, I legit was just like, what are we doing? We'll get into that one when we
get there.
We're both wrong on the Packers. Very well. So this was the first time we've ever had a tie. Yeah. The last time we had a tie was when it was like we recorded our last video. My dad passed away, and we didn't record until later on. We just picked up from where we were at, or right there.
Yeah, the last tie was 2022.
Yeah.
2022, 2023 season.
Yeah. And so this was the first time we had a tie, really. And so we decided to count it as a loss, even though it was a tie, just because we picked wrong.
Correct.
Either way.
Yeah.
Now, that throws into, if we want to throw in, this is going to be a tie.
Yeah.
That goes into our predictions now, I guess, where we can just say,
no, I think it's going to be a tie. Dude, can you imagine hitting that? That's insane.
I was wrong on the Jets. You're right on the Dolphins. And we're both right on the Broncos. I'm currently sitting at 40-24, and you're at 42-22.
So yeah, after being down pretty bad.
4, right? Yeah.
It was more than 4, I believe. But
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4.
Well, we had 4 splits, but
So now let's go into that and talk about it. Seahawks Cards. I was kind of just there paying attention to it, but not really.
I really thought that the Cardinals were going to pull away at the end. Here's the thing, that they were just so anemic the first 3 quarters.
Because I was like, I was distracted doing something else while just listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept on hearing Seahawks this, Seahawks that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is going to be a Seahawks win.
Oh, and the Cardinals couldn't get a run game going. And like that's the thing. The Seahawks do have a great defense.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also just not good execution done by the Cardinals.
Yep.
Now, there was some like weird hijinks things throughout this entire week when it came to turnovers. But did you see the Seahawks player who he caught an interception and then he fumbled it, and then the Cardinals
The
Cardinals recovered that, and they just got a new drive. Yeah, and I think it led to them getting a field goal. But I mean, that is the Seahawks defense: 6 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss, 2 INTs. So I think they were the bigger stars in this one. Sam Darnold still did pretty well. He was 18 for 26, 242 yards.
And a touchdown.
One touchdown. So, and he was only sacked 3 times. But, yeah, that card. And because they kept talking about, like, James Conner. And, like, don't get me wrong, I like James Conner. But, brother, you got to, you got to do more. Like, you can't like,
just
Marvin
rely
Harrison Jr. dropping every other pass that comes his way. Like,
and last year, he started off slow as shit, and then he just
that interception so the first interception was a throw to Marvin Harrison Jr. It looked like he just gave up on the route, and it was just over and it was straight to I think
straight
Colby,
to the defense.
Yeah, Colby Bryant, not that Kobe Bryant. Yeah, Colby Bryant.
Colby,
and he ended up fumbling it, which was hilarious, but. Hey, we were still right on the picks, but it did get a little dicey there in that
fourth quarter right there. And I think that's when I turned off the game because I was just was at the beginning of the fourth quarter, like, all right, cool, I got to go to bed, get to work.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings Steelers. I woke up to this game being 14-6. And I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's just like, I kind of forgot they were playing in Ireland.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're up right now. And we both picked the Vikings. And it pained me to do it, but I'm also glad I got that loss on our predictions. I'm glad the Steelers pulled away with it, but we almost fucked it up and screwed it up right there at the end.
Well, you guys had like two big plays, like called. You had two big turnovers called back.
Yeah.
And like they're both like very like picky. Like they were on the note, and I've never seen that before. Where was it? Jordan Mason fumbled it, and then when he was laying out of bounds, he had a hand on it, which I don't think he meant to do it. So I don't want to say smart,
smart on high IQ move.
Big brain play. And then was it Queen who had a interception?
Yeah.
But he was juggling it when he went out of bounds.
Yeah, he juggled it and it was like right there. He cut in front of the receiver and he like caught it and like he did a second like grab at the ball.
Yeah.
And if he hadn't done a second grab at the ball, it would have been an interception. But he did, and his foot stepped out of bounds. I'm like, motherfucker! Like this is what we need. It was like on their last drive too, or something like that. But if I remember correctly, we were able to sack him.
Oh yeah, you
right there on that.
You guys had 6 sacks on
Carson Wentz. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers got in there with a block. The Steelers did a tush push, and Aaron Rodgers was just back there like, "Way to go, guys!"
It's like glad to see that the Steelers defense was playing more like the Steelers defense that we come to know,
and the offense was actually there. Yeah. They learned how to throw it to their 6'4".
Watt was he got an interception.
Yep.
So
all around, I'm glad the Steelers won and was happy to see
a block punt by or a blocked field goal for
Boswell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Commanders Falcons, did not expect that one to happen where Michael Penix just popped off with 313 yards.
I think it was as good as a game that the Falcons will have all season because like everything like Penix 20 for 26, 313 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bijan Robinson got in there for a touchdown. Algier got in there for a touchdown. Pitts got in there for a touchdown. So like all the people that they need to go get touchdowns went and go get a touchdown.
And like the thing with the Falcons, they're 2-2, and 1 week they're like playing like they're Super Bowl contenders.
That's the thing. It's like they're going to go week by week. I can't like look at their whole resume.
Yeah. And then the next week they play like dog shit.
Yeah.
And then they play a Super Bowl contending level dog shit. I'm like, how do I pick on the Falcons now? I'm just going to have to continue to go, all right, this week I'm picking them to lose. And then the week after that, hey, they're going to win this one. I'm just going to flip-flop on the Falcons from here on out, just because I think there'll be a better chance.
Yeah.
Or I'll just grab a coin, and I'll keep it with me and just flip a coin.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota, he didn't do too bad. He was 16 for 27, only 156 yards, 2 passing touchdowns. I think one of them was to Zach Ertz. Or maybe both of them was to Zach Ertz.
I think one was Zach Ertz.
No, at least one was Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
But they were 1 and 8 on third downs.
Missing Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels, Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
Like they're missing a good bunch.
Saints Bills, 31-19. Who would have thunked it?
Yeah. It was like Cooks, 0.2 carries, 117 yards. Like he continues to be that workhorse on that team. Like Josh Allen is still good. Obviously, I think he's the biggest favorite for MVP right now.
Oh, 100% he is. Browns Lions, who would have thunked it? 34-10.
I'm actually kind of mad because if this show was earlier, I was going to propose a question to you of when do you think the Browns, they see a young rookie in New York go and be successful. When do they pull
Joe Flacco and put in
Dylan Gabriel? And that's what they did.
They put in Dylan Gabriel. So we'll see how the Browns perform going into the next week. Panthers, Patriots, 42-13. The Patriots finally had a dominant win that I've expected them to have all season.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be honest.
Drake May looked fantastic. He was 14 for 17, 203 yards. And my mom hit me with this one. She calls him Mark Jones. She's like, oh, yeah, not Mark Jones. I was like, Who the hell is Mark Jones? That's their punt returner. He had three punts, 167 yards, one TD. He had one that was 87 yards, and that was the touchdown. And then he had another one where it was like another 60 plus. So their punt return was going fucking crazy that game.
Giants Chargers.
Yeah.
Got Jackson Dart starting.
Yeah, and you know what? I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
13
for 20, 111 yards, one TD.
And also the fact that
touchdown carries himself.
Yeah, Jackson Dart did hit the psychology thing, or the fucking with Justin Herbert. He posted Madison Beer on his story at MetLife Stadium.
And then deleted that. Yeah.
And then deleted it. And I'm just like, way to fuck with a man. Like, just before he goes in and plays at a game.
Well, and the defense for the Giants for fucking playing their ass off too. Like, they had 21 pressures, 12 QB hits, and 2 sacks on Justin Herbert. So he was running for his life. But someone on the Chargers that did have himself a day was Hampton. Did you see him?
Amon-Ra or
not Amon-Ra.
Omarion Hampton?
Yeah, he's their rookie. 12 carries, 128 yards, 1 rushing TD.
Doesn't Coming for you have him out as a running back?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Eagles, Bucks. Baker Mayfield had the chance at the end. Pull away with that one.
Did you see that stat that Hurts was 0-8 in the second half?
For passing?
For passing.
So it was just an all Saquon game for him?
Okay, sounds good, buddy. I mean, not even that. The first score, and that's the thing, and I don't think it's getting talked enough. The special teams on the Eagles has been fantastic.
Yeah.
And has honestly been winning them games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, won them games versus the Rams. The first touchdown they got this game was off of a block punt that was taken in for a touchdown. And they're going to continuously keep having success on special teams. And that's going to be, like, that's the thing. Like, you could have a fucking subpar, I don't want to say subpar, not to their standards offense, and their defense be meeting standards, and then the special teams go out well before
special team, special players.
Yeah. But it did break my heart.
Yeah.
To see, because Mayfield, I mean, he had 2 chances in the fourth quarter. He had the second to last drive, got all the way down the field and threw a pick in the goal line, and I was like, damn, that was the one game I was like, I would be completely happy if
with this loss.
I'd be so happy if I was wrong.
And that's why I had to pick the Bucks. I'm like, I can't go against Baker Mayfield on this one.
Yeah.
He's done too well so far this season that I just got to choose him. Titans, Texans, 26-0.
I made notes. I'm not even going to talk about them. Like, they're just not worth it.
Colts, Rams. I'll let you talk about this one.
I mean, big help from the Colts' errors, because we got 2 takeaways, both picks that Danny Jones just shouldn't have thrown, and both got caught by Cam Curl, which was great for us because that was the first. I think that was the first drive and then the last drive. So I really like that. And then, I mean, I can't not talk about their rookie wide receiver, Mitchell, who had an explosive play down the field, and he went to go celebrate and, wanted to have it across the goal line.
Yeah.
And just
small hands problems.
I don't even think that. I think he just wasn't thinking and out of the end zone. And when I saw it, because I was sitting there like, fuck. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, fuck, yes. And they were talking about, like, is that going to be a touchback? I was like, I hope to fucking God it's a touchback.
Probably did a whole bunch of reviews to see how close it was. Was it close or
was
the ball?
No. It was it was probably like a half yard.
Oh, okay.
If he didn't, like, if he just kept it,
if he just
would
kept
have been fine,
high and tight.
Yeah. And then Jonathan Taylor had like a 56, maybe 57 yard touchdown get called back because Mitchell was holding a guy. Wasn't even. I don't even think it was wasn't even involved in the.
Wasn't even near the play.
Nope. So, but Stafford still looked good. I'm also going to shout out
40
Puka
points.
Nakua. Puka Nakua, 13 catches, 170 yards.
Yeah.
Like, he is leading all wide receivers right now.
Offensive player of the year.
Is looking like it.
Looking like it. Jags 49ers. I wish I picked Jags. I really do.
Yeah. 49ers, 4 turnovers, which not very 49ers like.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey finally got his first touchdown of the season, but it was a receiving touchdown. He hasn't had a rushing touchdown all year, which is not very CMC-like unless he's injured. So it was good to see Brock Purdy get his first game back in. And honestly, he didn't look bad. Well, I don't want to say he didn't look bad because he had, I think, 1 fumble and I think he had 2 interceptions. Actually, I have notes on that. What did I write? Nope, I did not have notes on that. I just put 49ers 4 turnovers. But yeah, I'm happy that is the game that we get to watch before playing them on Thursday night.
Yeah. All right. Ravens Chiefs. I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Derrick Henry is a fucking unit of a man. Unstoppable. When he's in the play, not only do defenses have to account for Lamar Jackson, they also have to account for this 6'2", 250-pound man running at them. I don't even know what his 40 time is, but I guarantee you he's probably a 4.4. Something like that. The dude's fast as shit and strong as fuck. You barely put him in the fucking game. You keep on pulling him out and put in fucking Jason Hill. I get it. He's had some fumble problems.
Justice Hill. But you're not going to build confidence by continuously cutting his reps.
And he had, 7 carries?
8 carries.
8 carries? But he averaged 7 yards a fucking carry, and he was in the game probably, it seemed like 25, 30% of the goddamn game.
Well, even when Jackson went out, it's the second quarter or early third quarter?
Late third quarter.
That's
when I was like, this game's over.
And you realize that Cooper Rush was still in the league.
Yeah. And Cooper Rush didn't look bad, but that Chiefs defensive line just kept on getting at him, and the secondary was also stellar as well, too. But it's just like you have an MVP quarterback and a potentially offensive player of the year if you fucking gave him the ball on your team. Feed the 2 fucking goddamn highest performing players on your team and let him have at it.
Yeah.
D-Hop was only targeted 4 times. Zay Flowers drops all over the place, missed catches.
That pick that they threw to Mark Andrews was underthrown and got cut off. I think it was like a one-handed snag. And
it could have been due to Lamar Jackson's hamstring hurting, because it probably was hurting him a lot longer.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking is going on. But now Lamar Jackson's out. I got to start Matt Stafford, which I'm not mad about. I got Matt Stafford, good quarterback for my fantasy. But Derrick Henry gets me 7 points because you only hand him the ball 8 times. He has 1 reception that whole game. The fuck is going on in Baltimore? Just leave Derrick Henry in the goddamn fucking game.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you a lot of these problems are going to fucking go away.
Well, I mean...
And they're 1-3. They should be...
The Ravens defense also was garbage.
Yes.
Because the Chiefs scored on every drive they had except for 2. One was a missed field goal, which they could have been points. And then the other one was a punt. So...
And the Ravens defense has been lights out.
I don't want to say lights out.
Fair. Other than the Bills.
The Bills, I mean, they're 1-3 right now.
Yeah.
Was it the Lions?
As I was.
Was it the Lions?
Yeah, it was the Lions. No.
Yeah, it was the Lions.
It was Lions. Yeah,
because we both picked the Ravens. So,
yeah.
The Ravens defense has not been playing lights out.
As I was. Yeah. I kind of forgot there.
I think we had ideas of, and here's the thing, a lot of them are hurt. They're expecting to get Kyle Van Noy back this next week. And then who's another one of their players that but yeah, I mean, Lamar Jackson's gonna be out for, I think they said 3 to 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
From that hamstring. But Mahomes, I mean,
Mahomes looked good.
25 receptions, 270 yards, 4 TDs. Can't be mad about that if you're a Chiefs fan.
Can't be mad about that.
Especially since you've had to listen for the last 4 weeks of how pathetic the Chiefs offense has been.
Yeah. Bears, Raiders, 25-24. Did not watch that game.
I had it on here and there. I like that the Bears stuck with that game. And to me, I was like, man, like with how Ashton Genty was performing, because he finally broke out. 21 carries, 138 yards, 1 TD. He had 2 receiving touchdowns. But Geno Smith was looking awful. So I was like, yeah, keep giving the ball to fucking Genty. Yeah. Like, he will figure it out. But the Bears had that game-winning block field goal, like, at the buzzer to keep it at that 25-24. So I was delightfully surprised that, because I was sitting there, I was like, damn, man, I can't believe I got this game wrong.
Yeah.
But I was happy to see Genty finally break out, but I was also mad because I had to go versus him in fantasy.
Yeah.
And he dropped like 40 points on me.
It's one of those things where, like, I'm hurting, but I'm also happy.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, but
yeah,
I'm a little hurt myself.
Packers, Cowboys, what a Sunday night football game.
Yeah,
what a classic.
And I'll say it, to me, if you're a Packers fan, you feel like it's a loss. And if you're a Cowboys fan, it's a win.
Yeah.
Because Micah Parsons
he got 1 sack.
And that sack, I don't even know if you saw it. It was Dak Prescott. He was scrambling off to the left side. I didn't even think they counted it as a sack. Yeah. I was surprised they counted it as a sack. Yeah. Other than that, he was quiet all game. I felt like the Joker was like, what happened? Did they cut off your balls? Or because you're talking all this shit, you keep showing him in the beginning promo. It was like, I didn't even get a call or a text from Jerry Jones.
All this shit talking back and forth between Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons.
Prescott looked good, 31 for 40, no interceptions, 319 yards, 3 TDs. Jordan Love also looked pretty good, 31 for 43, 337 yards, 3 TDs. But dude, fucking George Pickens was fucking insane.
No crash
that game. And you got to give the was it the Cowboys? They blocked a extra point, and they took that back for 2 points. So, you also got it. Like did you see the last drive in overtime for the Packers where they almost lost it for themselves? Yeah, because they had like a minute and a quarter, minute and
Jordan Love got sacked and went back like
what? No, it wasn't even that. Like they were in field goal range. And they had a play, and they got to like the red zone.
Oh yeah,
and they were just being lax.
They tried to put it into the end zone,
and they miraculously left 1 second on the clock, which that could not have been their plan.
Yeah, I think Jordan Love was just like, I don't think they're expecting this, and then went for. Well, if he misses it, clock stops.
Even then, that is such a gamble. Yeah. Why would that be your game plan going into it?
Well, I was sitting there like, throw it to Romeo Doubs. Let him get 4.
Yeah, he already fucking did. I was surprised that you lost fantasy with Romeo Doubs in the game that he was having.
I mean, when you look at Lamar Jackson and fucking what Derrick Henry did, I'm like...
But no, I think... Like, I'm looking at the Packers differently going forward because, like, the first couple weeks, I was like, man, these guys are fucking world eaters. Yeah. They're going to be fucking potentially my Super Bowl pick. You know, the way that they handled business with the Lions, and then who was the fucking team after they beat the Lions? And I was like, damn, that's still fucking impressive showing. And then
was it the Commanders?
Yeah, I think it was the Commanders. Yeah. They also still look pretty good against the Commanders. And then they lost to the Browns, which I was like, okay.
That's when Austin Eckler tore his ACL.
Was it versus Commanders? Yeah. But the big thing that I'm looking at is like, yeah, I know you guys are hurt, but I mean, you got that rookie wide receiver who's not really doing too much. Like Romeo Doubs and Tucker Kraft are kind of leading, and John Jacobs obviously are leading your guys' offense. Yeah. Like, hey, rookie, you got to step up. Yeah. Look at fucking the Buccaneers in
Jigba.
He right now, he's my offensive rookie of the year right
100%,
now. Now, Jackson Dart cut into that significantly, especially if he's going to continue having those games. But yeah,
and if
Matt, you got to pick it up.
continues to have 130 yards of rushing following this,
I don't know if
the Raiders can do that.
I don't know if they're going to have more of those games. No,
me neither. But I'd love to see it for Ashton Genty.
Yeah,
just because he had a phenomenal college career. Jets, Dolphins. I didn't watch any Monday Night Football. I'm going to be honest with you.
Blame you. Both these teams weren't super. Here's the thing. I think the Dolphins could have ran away without more if Tyreek Hill didn't have that really gruesome knee injury. Did you see that?
No.
Oh boy, dude,
terrible.
Yeah, his kneecap is sticking out of his knee, and he has I think an ACL. Well, they said a whole knee. They said multiple tears.
Yeah,
yeah. So he's going to be out for a while.
Yeah,
and
a year and a half.
Dude, it sucks to see,
and you'll probably never see him be the same after this.
Well, and then if you're remember all these Kansas City fans oh, we're going to trade and try to get Tyreek back. Now they're just sitting there so
Tyreek, how you like Miami?
So Rashid Rice is coming back here soon, right? He's getting out of that. He's coming back, right?
Yeah,
maybe Worthy's back, so we're fine. We're gonna be Tyreek, but the Dolphins. I mean, they look great. Darren Waller had two touchdowns, which I was like, damn, I didn't realize. He came back and he stuck around. I honestly thought he would have been one of those guys that Tim Tebow, where he was oh, I'm switching over to a tight end, and then he left during preseason. Yeah. That's what I thought Darren Waller was going to be. But they had two good punch out fumbles. One of them was at the goal line when the Jets were driving. They had three fumbles altogether. The Jets did so, and then the Broncos Bengals. I mean, the Bengals fucking suck without Joe Burrow. I hate to say it because I got Jamar Chase on my fantasy, but Bo Nix, he's starting to warm up, and I think that's a good game to help build that confidence for the rest of the year. Because right now he is getting into that sophomore slump, which is making me nervous.
Womp womp. Yeah. The one message I got this morning was that the fantasy gods were not kind to you. And I'm like, you are absolutely right. I ended up losing pretty handily, 120 to 86. I don't have high hopes for my season going forward.
I mean, I keep saying that. The Ravens need to start putting more
into Derrick Henry.
Yeah, they need to put more trust, more confidence. They need to feed him more, especially if Lamar's going to be out for a couple of weeks. And if you want any chance,
they have to run the ball.
Got to establish a run game. And then, you can still use Justice Hill.
Yeah.
I'm not saying get rid of, but, if you want to try to have the David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs of the AFC North, go ahead. But you got to give
Derrick Henry going. Hail Mary, one over you, run the jewels.
Yeah.
147 to 113. Patrick Mahomes, 150.
4-0. My Hail Mary, that's my mom and her husband. They are 4-0 in their first year in fantasy. Yeah. So that's what I should say. Yeah. I am proud.
Patrick Mahomes won over OJ was framed, 150 to 134. Epstein's flight log, 148 to 116. Two girls, one cup, 124 to 94. And then very close game. G-Man's team won over Did He Draft Him 139 to 136.
Can we see that game? What made that one so close? So let's see here.
Justin Fields, 38 points. Patrick Mahomes, 35 points. Tyreek Hill.
Justin Fields had almost 40 points. What the fuck?
Probably some big plays. Got him that 40 plus.
Tyreek Hill, man. If he would have stayed in the game a little longer.
Yeah. But he's still got 12.
Yeah, he was looking really good. And honestly, I love their uniforms that they had this last game.
Cortland Sutton, 19. Shakir, 17. Jalen Waddle got him 7. Saquon Barkley, 17. Chuba Hubbard, 9. Breece Hall, 16. Josh Jacobs, 31 points.
So what the hell made this game so damn close? I think just he had some underperformers.
Yeah.
But
a lot of overperformers.
Yeah.
Brock Bowers had 9. Njoku had 3.
Yeah, The biggest performer that Diddy dropped him had was Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. Javonte Williams, 19. Chase Brown, 10. Fairbairn, 12, and then Harrison Butker,
Fairbairn,
13. Green Bay had -3 points, and then LA had 7. I'm curious on their bench players. Aaron Rodgers, 21. Stephon Diggs, 16. Dude, imagine if he'd Stephon Diggs over Jalen Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 3 quarterbacks. I need to hit him up. Hey, give me one of them.
Who would you want? Purdy?
Probably Purdy over there.
He's still dealing with that turf toe. I think he's questionable for this Thursday night game.
Yeah. Quint Johnson had 23.
Yeah.
And CJ Stroud had 22.
I'm fucking pissed. He picked up Quinton Johnson. He doesn't fucking start him.
Nope.
I went to go get him in. He got claimed on waivers and I was like, I put in the same time as he did.
Yeah, so when I looked at the waiver shit,
yeah,
you have 12th priority.
I bet. Yeah. Because I'm the first overall.
Yeah. And guess who's at 11?
You?
Yeah.
Nice.
Matt, I put in for Gainwell as well.
Yeah, no, you texted me and I was like,
I'm sorry, bud.
I was like, hey, man. I actually have no name recognition on running backs, but
all right. So standing so far: number 1, Hail Mary; number 2, Patrick Mahomes; number 3, Epstein flight log. Which Patrick Mahomes and Epstein's flight log, huge turnaround from last year.
Yeah,
huge turnaround. Did he draft him?
Still early enough.
It's still early.
Yeah, I mean, so you got 1-4-0, you have 1-3-1, and then you got a butt ton
of 2-2. Did he draft him 2-2? I'm at 2-2 at number 5. Coming for you at number 6. 2 Girls, 1 Cup at number 7. G-Man's Team at number 8. Tom, I'm gonna kiss your kids. Brady 2 at number 9. OJ Framed 1-3. Run the Jewels 11, and then Auto Draft Dream Team 1-3 at number 12. Yeah. I did give up Tyquan Thornton, though, mainly just because the Chiefs got Xavier Worthy back.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was back already. Because I was like, all right, cool. He's popping off for the Chiefs. I need receivers.
Yeah. All right. And then this next week, yeah, Falcons, Bears, Packers, and Steelers all on bye week this week.
Yeah. 49ers, Rams.
Right now, Rams are minus 240. Actually, I think that changed, but I'm obviously going Rams.
Yeah, I'm going Rams as well. Mainly because I got faith in Matt Stafford. Vikings, Browns. I'm going to go Vikings.
This game changed on me. Originally, it was a minus 200 for the Vikings. I'm honestly going to ride with Dylan Gabriel. So put me down. I think the way that the Browns defense is, they can keep that in. Like, if Myles Garrett keeps playing his fucking ass off, I think they can maybe come away. Because here's the thing. I think if Myles Garrett can have the same game that TJ Watt and the rest of the Steelers had,
potentially do the same game record, right?
Yeah.
Right there. Raiders, Colts. I'm going to go Colts.
I'm honestly going Colts too, minus 290 to the Raiders being a plus 240.
Giants, Saints.
This one I don't get. They have the Saints as a favorite at minus 130.
I'm going to go Giants.
I'm honestly going Giants too. I am going to go against my gut when it says rookie quarterbacks. And I'm going to go, I think Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo just and dude, here's the thing too. I don't know if you watched that game. Like, even getting sacked 6 times, Jackson Dart looked so composed.
Yeah.
And he was just
there in the game.
Just dominating.
Yeah.
And he never looked like this is too big for him. Like, he was composed. And
he's got the charisma.
He was insane.
The charisma.
Yeah. So, even getting sacked 6 times versus a really tough defense, I mean, they didn't have Khalil Mack, but still pretty good defense right there.
Cowboys, Jets.
I'm going Cowboys against my better judgment, minus 145.
I'm also going Cowboys as well.
We broke our rule of always voting against the Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, I also broke the rule of going against the Lions. Yeah. We both did.
You were always more of that Lions faithful.
Broncos, Eagles.
I am going Broncos plus 170. I think if the Broncos,
I'm gonna go
because here's the thing,
Eagles.
the Eagles, they're playing half footballs and they're getting it all the way. I think
Yeah.
the Broncos, if they come in with a good game plan, they're going to be at Philly, which I don't think helps. But yeah, I think if Bo Nix has himself a really good game,
I think I'm going to stick with the Eagles.
I'm hoping that the Broncos defense is going to be the big difference
I would
for
love
me.
to see the Broncos win
Mhm.
this game, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think the Eagles are going to continue to fly, just like they're fly, Eagle, fly. Dolphins, Panthers.
I took a while to read this one.
This is a pick'ems.
If Tyreek was still there, yeah, they're both minus. So the Finns are a minus 115 and the Panthers are a minus 105. I'm going Panthers as well.
Yeah,
That's why you write that.
Yeah, I was going to let you
If
continue to
Tyreek
speak.
was still there, though, I would have picked the Dolphins.
Texans, Ravens. I'm going to have to go Ravens.
I'm going Texans. I know that the Texans have looked really fucking bad, but that defense, again, I'm leaning on the defense, especially with Cooper Rush. Now, here's the thing with Cooper Rush. Like, I know, what was it? Whenever Dak got hurt and he went on, like, was it like a 4 or 5 game win streak as the backup? I'm not trying to put anything against Cooper Rush, but I think CJ Stroud, and I think they're starting to find their way. I know they got their first win, but that defense is still playing their ass off. And I mean, Joe Mixon's got to be coming back. Not this game, but I think next game.
I think it is next game. Yeah. Titans, Cardinals.
I'm going Cardinals.
Cardinals.
They are a minus 500. So I feel bad for the Titans, but
I feel bad for Cam Ward. It's not the Titans. That's who I feel bad for.
Well, I also feel bad for Will Levis, kind of, sort of. I don't put them in the same because I think Will Levis did more, put himself in bad situations.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of the things is like, okay, did he put himself into bad situations?
Or was it the Titans?
On purpose? Or is it like, hey, I'm trying to make something out of nothing and it's just not going my way?
Bucks, Seahawks.
I'm going
Bucks.
I'm going Bucks. They are the underdog. They're plus 160. The Seahawks are favorited minus 190.
Lions, Bengals, easy pick. Lions.
Yep. Lions, they are minus 550 favorite.
I wish I'd have the Lions defense for this game. Commanders, Chargers. Is the Jaden Daniels back?
No, I don't think so.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
Click on that actually. But I'm pretty sure he's out.
Justin Herbert?
No. The Commanders are plus 140 underdog. Oh, he's questionable. Scroll down a little bit more.
Questionable.
10-15. Oh no, 10-5. That is Sunday.
Yeah. I'm still just going to go Chargers.
I'm going Chargers too. Yeah. Minus 165 favorites. The Bills are minus 400 versus the Patriots. So I think you know who to put us down for?
Yeah, the Bills. And then Chiefs, Jags. I'm going to go Chiefs.
I'm going against my better judgment, and I'm going with the Jags.
You're going to go Jags?
I'm going Jags.
What makes you pick the Jags?
I'm hoping that Cohen is... I think he's getting that respect a little bit more from the team. Trevor Lawrence looked really good this last week. And I'm hoping Travis Etienne continues because he was on the tear this last week as well. And I don't feel good about it, to be honest. Yeah. I think they're playing in Florida. Yeah. It's one of those games that like I picked it and I was like, I don't want to think about this too much.
You're just like, I feel good about the Jags. I'm going with them.
It's one of those ones that it was like a gut call, and I was like, don't like the way that it feels, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where, like, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah. I'm hoping. It's one of those ones, like, I'm not going to be mad if I lost this game.
Yeah.
So I will tell you my thought process when I was doing my research for like the lines I would potentially pick, because they have a vast history of like good players.
Yeah.
And then they have some players that were on the team for 1 to 2 seasons. And I was like, they were here?
Yeah.
When the fuck? So that's what I focus more of my research on, of like players you didn't know were Lions or forgotten Lions players. So if I had more of the traditional Lions players that like, if you ask a diehard Lions fan, probably gonna miss on those ones.
I gave you one definite toss up,
Mm-hmm.
and then one of them, I know you know their name.
Gotcha.
Is one of those people that like I definitely was just like, he might just forget that he was a Lions.
Okay.
And then one of them, I expect you not to get at all.
Okay.
He's a punter.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't expect you to know who he is.
Yeah.
So, sitting there, currently I am 4-12. You're 7-12. We have covered the Chargers, or not the Chargers, the Rams, 49ers, Seahawks, and Cardinals. So we covered the NFC South. We're moving on to the NFC North. Start off with the Lions. And here we go.
I forgot. Yeah, you keep the same format. Okay, so I know who this is.
Yeah. I was like,
I have his football card upstairs.
Player one hints. I literally gave you one toss up just because I knew you weren't going to get the punter.
I'll let you say all the ones.
Defensive tackle, 6'4", 313 pounds, went to Nebraska, should have won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
First round, second overall pick, Super Bowl champ, NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2010, 3-time first team All-Pro 2010, 2013, 2014, 2-time second team All-Pro 12, 16, Pro Bowl 10, 12 through 14, and 16. NFL 2010s All-Decade Team, PFWA All-Rookie Team, Outland Trophy 09, Lombardi Trophy 09, Bronk Nagurski Trophy 09, Chuck Bednarik Award 09, Bill Willis Trophy 09, AP College Football Player of the Year 09, Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year 09, Big 12 Defensive Lineman of the Year 09, Unanimous All-American 09, 2-time First Team All Big 12 08-09, First Team AP All-American 2025, Nebraska Cornhusker number retired, number 93, 600 tackles, which I love that it's a round out number.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. 71.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 9 fumble recoveries, 38 pass deflections, 1 interception, and 3 defensive touchdowns.
Ndamukong Suh.
Yes.
I have his jersey too. Not a Lions jersey, but I do have his jersey.
Player 2 hints. He was a cornerback. He's still active. He's 6 foot, 192 pounds. Went to Mississippi State. Second round 36th pick. Super Bowl champion. First team All-Pro in 2017. 6-time Pro Bowl 2017 through 19, 21 through 23. NFL interception co-leader in 2017. Second team All-SEC 2012, 619 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 5 fumble recoveries, 160 pass deflections, 20 interceptions, and 5 defensive TDs.
Okay. So in my search, I don't remember if this guy's still active, but I saw that Darius Slayton was on the Forgotten Lions list. Is this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Darius Slay.
How the fuck did he win a Super Bowl? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Eagles.
And I think that's who he still plays with.
Yeah. It's one of those things that whenever I saw Darius Slayton, I was like, fucking when?
Yeah. And it was like his rookie year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or his rookie year, and I think maybe one more.
Mm-hmm.
Final round, can you get it? Which I don't expect you to get. He's a punter. He's still currently active. He's 6'2", 218 pounds. First team All-Pro 2024. Second team All-Pro 2020. 2-time Pro Bowler 2020, 2024. CUSA Special Teams Player of the Year 2018. First team All-C USA. I think it's Canadian.
Yeah.
2018, second team All CUSA 2017.
He's a
Most yards punt in NFL history. Minimum 250 career punts with 48.7 average. Since he's still active, this is his
yeah.
I think it's week 3 or week 2. They have it most up to date too. 284 punts, 1,000 or 13,850 yards with an average of 48.8 yards. 107 punts inside the 20, 5 pass attempts, 4 completions, 61 passing yards, and he has a 117.5 passer rating.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask some questions. Was he drafted by the Lions?
I believe so. I'd have to double check. I forgot.
He was drafted by the Lions, potentially. Can you tell me what team he plays for now?
With the Lions.
He's still with the Lions?
Yep.
Okay, so he was not drafted by the Lions.
He was drafted by the Chiefs in 2019. He was on the offseason and or practice squad member only with the Chiefs. But he's been with the Lions since 2019. So he started off with the Chiefs on the practice squad.
Fucking crazy. And of course, I've heard his name because when you watch the Lions game, he'll come out.
He actually has updated statistics now too.
Okay.
292 punts, 14,217 yards with an average of 48.7. 112 inside the 20.
Of all the active lines you can give me the fucking punter.
Yeah, this is why I gave you a toss-up.
Yeah. I know there's probably Lions people in the comments, because they know who their fucking punter is.
Yeah.
I have no idea who their punter is.
So, I recognize the last name, and I'm like, huh. And then I saw career or, most yards punted or, average.
Uh-huh.
With a minimum of 250 punts. I'm like, interesting. That's a good stat line. And I think that would be a good... So that's why I was like, a good toss-up. One that I know you should know the name of. And then you said Darius Slay.
Yeah. I have no idea. I've heard of him. I've seen him play. I would have never guessed that. Even if you gave me multiple choice, I would have been like, that's a fake name.
Yeah. But yeah, Jack Fox.
I'm not mad.
No,
I'm not mad.
I wouldn't be mad about that one either. And that's why, I legit was just like, he was the first one I picked out of all of them, and I'm like, this has to be the last one.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, since I gave him one that's, bit rough, I got to give him a give me. And then one that will be an actual thinker.
Oh, there you have it.
Yep, you are now what? 9 and
15.
15.
Oh, wait, was it 12?
Yeah.
Sorry, 14. Oh, wait, 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so you're now 9 and 15. I will get my chance to close the gap, which so far you're starting to run away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I've also just not been doing the best about studying it up. But, oh shit, dude. You know what we forgot?
Huh.
Hart Ventures.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
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 I don't know how I'd forget that free estimates.
Yeah. Outstanding service.
Outstanding service.
Certified
in residential and commercial in both the Iowa and Nebraska area. Yeah, what? He did an estimate at some millionaire's house where he wanted a heated
driveway.
Yeah, heated driveway.
We had him on the show a couple weeks back, and he was telling us about some of the stuff.
Yeah,
that he
the dude had
17
motorcycles in his basement, and I'm just like, and now you're getting a heated driveway? You'd think in between numbers 3 and 17 of motorcycles.
Just how long he had those motorcycles for him.
Yeah.
Maybe he just finally got his forever home.
Maybe he finally did, but
also by the time this comes out, it would be intern Aaron's birthday. So happy 30th.
30th?
No, I'm joking. Happy 27th.
Yeah. I'll have to ask him how 27 feels.
Yeah. Probably the same as yesterday.
I still hurt just as much as I did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for joining the MattCast podcast. I am Matty Light, joined my co-host Matty J, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.